In this video, you'll learn to apply the seismic load on the building model. As you have learnt in the previous video, you are going to add the seismic load on your building model, as per the IS 1893 code book. Open the building model that you've saved before, as shown. Since you have already run an analysis on the model, it will be locked. So, unlock the model first. Go to the Define menu and select Load Patterns. Enter the load name as Seismic. Change the load type to Seismic from the drop-down list. And in the option for Auto-Lateral Load, select the IS code for seismic design, which is IS 1893. Then click on Add New Load. You can see that the seismic load has been added to the list. Select the seismic load, and click on Modify Lateral Load. Here you will set the properties of the seismic load added. For this problem, we will consider the seismic waves to be acting in both X and Y directions. So, select both the X and Y direction options, as shown. You can also give eccentricity values for X and Y directions when you design a building for a specific location. Do not change the properties and story range options. Now, for setting the other options, you have to refer to the IS 1893. For the seismic zone factor, open the IS 1893. You will find the seismic zone map in the 5th page of the code. The map displays the seismic parts India. We will design a building in Bangalore, India, and will choose the zone accordingly. You can choose the zone based on the geographical location of the building you are designing. You can see that Bangalore falls in the blue-colored region, which means it is in Zone 2. Scroll down further in the IS code to find the seismic zone factors for different zones, in Table 2. For Zone 2, the value is 0.1. So go back to the software, and set the value 0.1, as shown. For the site type, we will refer the IS code again. Figure 2 shows what each site type means. Type 1 is rock, or hard soil. Type 2 is medium soil. And, Type 3 is soft soil. Assuming that the construction area has medium soil, select the site type as 2. For the importance factor, refer to the Table 6 in the IS code. Importance factor, also known as occupancy factor, depends upon the functional use of the structures. An importance factor of 1.5 is for public buildings, and the importance factor of 1 is for other buildings like residential buildings. Consider that the building is for residential purposes. So, enter the importance value as 1 in the software. Choose the Program Calculated option, under Time Period, and the time period will be automatically calculated, depending on the dimensions of the building. For the response reduction factor, open the IS code, and scroll down to Table 7. If you read the table, you will notice that, in our case, the building model falls under the first category, that is, ordinary reinforced concrete moment resisting frame. The response reduction factor for this category is 3. If, instead, we were designing the steel frame structure, with concentric braces, the response reduction factor will be 4. In this way, you can see the other categories, and choose which category will be most apt for your building design. Now, enter the value 3, in the option for response reduction factor. Click on OK. The properties of the seismic load have been set, and the load has been defined. Click on OK now. We will now set the load combination, by including the seismic load we have just defined. Go to the Define menu, and select Load Combinations. The different load combinations that include dead, live, and seismic loads have already been added. In case they are not added, click on Add Default Design Combos and select Concrete Frame Design option. Click on OK. In the case of seismic load, you need not select any building element to assign the load, as the seismic load can be applied only to the entire building. We have now finished defining a seismic load and applying it to the building. Save your building model for future reference. Thanks for watching.